Hey Taurus, welcome back to my channel, Vibe Nation Tarot. This is going to be a general message for Taurus. This may or may not resonate with every Taurus watching, but if this resonates, I hope you find clarity. I hope you find confirmation in this message. And if it doesn't resonate, then it's not your story. Thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for your likes. Please be aware of any fake pages. I never reach out to anyone for any reason. So if anybody's reaching out to you pretending to be me, that is not me. Taurus, let's see what messages Spirit has for you. Benevolent ancestors, Holy Spirit, universe, and spirit guides. Messages for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know? We got Archangel Uriel. Attachment, the world, and journey. Bottom of the deck, I got an angel of balance. I also have the sun. Nice. Okay, so Taurus, you could be telling me that you're receiving guidance from Spirit. Your crown is activated, or if not, it's needing your attention, Taurus. So Archangel Uriel is here to assist you when it comes to your crown chakra. Your crown is located at the top of your head. The mantra is, I know. This is how you have your direct line of communication with Spirit, and you receive your divine guidance from Spirit. We also have an attachment here. I have the world and a journey. So, Taurus, you could be telling me that there's some infinite wisdom that's coming in here. It's helping you to see some things. One of the things that it's helping you to see is this unhealthy attachment here. Now, I don't know if this is an attachment to another person or if this is some sort of attachment that you have that Spirit is saying you need to let go of. I do see the world here. It's time for you to be seen. It's time for you to expand. You could be in the spotlight. There's something about you receiving accolades, praise, promotion. Or if you are a content creator of some kind, or if you speak on a platform, you have a huge following, or your following could be growing. I just saw 222 on the timer. You could be seeing that number. This is the number of alignment. So everything is aligning perfectly for you at this time, Taurus, or this is what Spirit is trying to help you to get in alignment. Yeah, there's another 2. Journey. So let's clarify this energy, Taurus. I just saw the moon, Pisces energy, Cancerian energy. You could be telling me that you've been doing some healing. You could be telling me that you're somebody that's very gifted psychically or intuitively. You are being intuitively led. But let's see, why is Archangel Uriel here? So you have this angel. Actually, you have a couple of angels coming out here. You also have this angel of balance. You got angelic support. Somebody here could be 41. Why is Archangel Uriel here for the 7th chakra? What does Taurus need to know? The Queen of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarian energy. So although you're not an air sign, you could be embodying this energy at this time. You could even have these signs in your chart. But it looks like you are on guard. You got your sword of truth out front. The Hangman just came out. Pisces energy, it's in the reverse. And there's your energy, Taurus. The Empress. Taurus, Libra energy, it's in the reverse. You're on guard for some reason. This could also reference how you're in the position of learning, but something tells me that you're standing in your truth. It could be because there's been stagnant energy. It could be because, and I'm going to say this, Taurus, don't get mad at me, but this is what I'm feeling. There could be an era of procrastination here. Maybe you have been limiting yourself for some time in the past. Because I just get that there's like this energy of self-doubt and maybe not putting forth your best effort Why is the Empress here in the reverse? And the Hangman in the reverse. Yeah, there's been some sort of one-sidedness. So this could be why Spirit is saying you need to let something go. You being hard on yourself, Taurus? Why is attachment here? Why am I getting that there's a Taurus here to come? Either it's time for you to recognize your worth and your value. You're being too hard on yourself. And there's procrastination I'm picking up here too. Anyway, I'm looking at this attachment. And as you can see, there's like a chain to this person's wrist. There's all this gloomy energy. There's this darkness. Confusion could be at play. This could be past energy for Taurus. I did get the Two of Cups, so maybe there was a relationship that you were attached to. I got the Five of Swords and I got the Eight of Cups. Five of Swords, somebody in this connection, they was creating some sort of obstacle for you. I mean, you could have been creating obstacles. I don't know, Taurus. We are going to find out. Somebody was creating obstacles. And I see the Eight of Cups. So you walked away. You're walking away from unrequited love. Why is the World here? We got the High Priestess in the reverse. No wonder the Archangel Uriel is here for the crown chakra. Two of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, I just get that at one point in time, maybe you didn't realize something about somebody. Maybe you didn't want to realize something about whoever's in this Two of Cup energy. This could be somebody that you cared about. Yeah, and I feel like there could have been a lot of scattered energy or confusion or just a lack of focus. I do feel like there's a Taurus here. You kind of was sleeping on yourself. That and or you just didn't recognize your worth and your value. You just didn't recognize or embody the value that you have. Why is the Journey here? Oh, okay. Ten of Wands in the reverse. So you could be coming out of this chapter of your life where you've been weighed down heavily by burdens. What else? Justice in the reverse. Libra energy could be significant. So there was an injustice. You could be going to court. Somebody here is getting some bad news. Three of Pentacles. Go back to the Two of Cups. I just feel like with the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, you and this other person are not working together. Y'all are not able to come together on something. And this could also be your job. Maybe you were having issues at your job and things weren't working out there either. I just get that there's a Taurus here. It's just so hard to focus. Why is the Angel of Balance coming out here? Aries energy with damn. Okay, Taurus. So we got Temperance, the Emperor, the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy, and Scorpio energy in the reverse. All major arcana just came out just now. So with Temperance, and it goes along with this Angel of Balance, because Temperance literally talks about balance. Why did I just hear you had to bring your reality back down to earth? Temperance. Sagittarian energy. You got Sagittarius in your chart, or you could have been dealing with a Sagittarius. But I just feel like there's this blending going on here. There's a blending between reality and what's not real or what's not realistic. I don't know why I feel like this, Taurus, but I feel like you may have resisted seeing somebody for who they truly were for whatever reason. But I do have the Emperor. Aries energy could be significant. I also have the Hierophant, and I have Scorpio, Death energy in the reverse. So, Taurus, you could be telling me that you were either married to an Aries, you were in a high-level commitment with an Aries. This could be happening in Aries season, which is now when I'm recording this reading. You could be an Aries Taurus cusper. The Hierophant represents tradition, represents a contract. It also could represent a spiritual lesson. Scorpio energy here in the reverse, death. Somebody here just feels like this person was afraid of change, you know, transformation. What else for this? Like, who is this Emperor? The Queen of Cups just came out in the reverse. What else for the Emperor? Was this person emotionally unstable? Because I do get the Seven of Cups as like some sort of an illusion, or there was confusion. But it's coming out in the reverse. So I just get that you could have felt unfocused. Is it because you were attached to this person? This person, apparently they were emotional or moody or something. This person could be suffering from mental illness. Why is the Hierophant here? The past. The past is significant. The past, you could be reflecting, or there's something about the past. So there was a lesson. Or maybe you could be telling me that you've been with this person for a long time. Like 6 years or more. You guys share a lot of history together. You can have 6 kids. Somebody here has 6 children. Anyway, why is Scorpio energy in the reverse? So this is what's making it so difficult to let go. Because I get a fear of change coming out here. Yeah, there's a Taurus here. You've been going through, like, I get that you guys have been restless. You could be tossing and turning with the thought of this. You could be very anxious. For somebody here, you were struggling with mental illness. You were struggling with depression. You got a lot on your mind, Taurus. Or you had a lot on your mind. Why the Nine of Swords? Strength in the reverse. And somehow this weakened you. I get weak. Not weak like physical or weak. I just get like you were in a very vulnerable place. And I don't know, whatever had a grip on you, you weren't strong enough to overcome it at the time. It could be that you love this person. I mean, obviously you do, duh. But was this person pretending to be someone that they're not? I do see a marriage, or I do see a family situation with the Four of Wands. You also have the Sun here, which is a good card. I love the Sun card because the Sun is everything. But I don't know. Okay, Ace of Cups just came out with that. I was about to say, I don't know, children are a factor, or this is just clarity. It feels like it's clarity, and it feels like this clarity is coming at a point in your life where you are starting to find joy again. So we got an Ace of Cups coming out here, and I feel like this Ace of Cups energy is significant because it represents a new journey in love. Yeah, we got journey. So the Ace of Cups represents a new journey in love. Now, whether this is you and this person are able to work things out together and the love is restored, or this could be you embarking on a new journey of self-love, or both. Let's see. Nine of Cups. Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles talks about being where you want to be, like content, harmonious, and at peace. You're not worried about money. You're not worried about too many things. I mean, you could be worried about money, but it's not like overwhelming you. Okay, so Taurus, some way, somehow, you come out of this energy. Oh, wow. You could be tired. I don't know where they came from, Taurus, but I apologize. But I feel like that was intentional. I feel like that was not a coincidence because I'm not tired. Anyway, I was just about to say, you could be coming out of a situation where you were struggling with a lot of anxiety. Somebody here could have had an illness, and that illness could have been like something like a autoimmune disorder where you're always feeling tired. But anyway, I just get that there's this new journey in love. And I feel like the sun is representing like a reinvigoration, like life opens back up again and the sun comes back out in your life after maybe struggling with depression. Somebody here, I just heard mood swings. I don't know if that's you or this Queen of Cup energy. Somebody here was going through a lot of mood swings. So anyway, Taurus, I got the Nine of Cups here, and the Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment. So this could be an answer to your prayer. Maybe you're receiving some good news. You're receiving good news. It takes you out of this funk. Because I was about to say more money, more money, more money. If you know, you know. I grew up in the era where In Living Color was the ish. So I don't know why I just heard that, but I did. There could be a Taurus here. Your money is increasing. I'm picking up on the Taurus here. You could be receiving some really good news. And whatever this good news is, it's like a dream come true, a wish fulfillment. It's definitely putting you in a better state emotionally and financially. So I like it. I got a thinking woman. Somebody here could be 47. You had to be patient. I just saw patience. And that's another thing with temperance. Temperance represents a patience too. So it's like whatever this was that you prayed for, because I feel like you prayed for something to change. Maybe because you were going through, you know, you had a weak moment. Anyway, I feel like this temperance energy represents patience. Patience. Somebody here gives up too easily. Somebody here gives up too easily, especially on things that they're working on. Somebody here could have lost their job. Anyway, let's keep going, Taurus, because there's a lot of messages coming out here. And I'm not really sure what Spirit wants us to know. Spirit, what does Taurus need to know? It just feels like there's a Taurus who has gone through a lot in the last cycle and you are coming out of it. And I feel like there is happiness with the sun. There is a celebration. You feel, I don't know if I want to say feel vindicated or you feel loved. For somebody here, you could be meeting someone new, Taurus, and this person fills your cup. They're like a wish fulfillment. Somebody here could be getting engaged. Y'all could be moving in together. So let's see. What else does Taurus need to know? Taurus. Okay. See what I'm saying? It's a transform. You've gone through some miraculous changes, Taurus. I really feel like there's a Taurus here. You was going through. You probably didn't know what was going to happen to you. You probably was like, I just can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. It was a weak moment. But you've been on a journey. And I'm thinking about this transformation. And I'm thinking about the caterpillar and the butterfly. And how uncomfortable the caterpillar has to be in that chrysalis. Because it literally has to grow in the chrysalis to the point where it breaks through and comes out as the butterfly. So there was an uncomfortable season for you. What else? Sacred. It's giving the star energy. So yeah, go back to the alignment. Remember I said you could be seeing 222? There's something about an alignment here. What else? Now it's your time to shine. I got heal with a little froggy. Somebody here likes frogs. You have frog tattoo. You got butterfly tattoo. You got a tattoo of the stars for somebody. What else? Okay, kill them with kindness. Taurus. Somebody here could be born in the year of the horse. Trust is here, rest is here. So, I'm also getting that during this season of patience, Spirit was giving you wisdom, because we do have Archangel Uriel here and we do have this crown chakra energy. So I feel like you've been receiving downloads this whole time. Spirit could have told you to just rest, you know? You know how I was picking up on the procrastination? Okay, I apologize, Taurus. I didn't know Spirit was telling you to get your rest. I'm seeing a bear here. Bears hibernate in the wintertime for a reason. To store their energy, because there's no real reason to be active in the wintertime. Like, so they go down in their den and they go to sleep. And they be sleep for a long time. You could love your sleep, Taurus. They be sleep for a long time, but when they get ready to come up out of there, they be so groggy and they be hungry. So I could be talking to a Taurus here. You hungry. You right. You ready to get this thing started. And it feels like somebody or something is giving you a chance. You're getting a chance here, because I see a wish fulfillment. Now, I do want to look at this transform energy, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a beautiful message, just like this beautiful butterfly on this card for you, Taurus. It says this card represents change and transition. Butterflies have long been associated with transformation due to their elegant transition from the caterpillar to the butterfly. This card may symbolize a physical transformation. However, the butterfly's association throughout myth and lore with the soul might indicate a deeper, more intrinsic change. The presence of the butterfly in your reading may indicate a choice or a transformation after a long period of soul searching. Okay, see that's what I'm saying. We got journey here. I feel like there has been a Taurus who has been on a journey, and look at the light post. Yeah, you've been seeking. You've been seeking answers. Okay, from within. Somebody here, you could have went on this journey all by yourself, but you were getting in alignment. Little did you know that this whole journey was getting you prepared, getting you in alignment for something. Because I feel like there's a Taurus here, you getting ready to shine. You getting ready to be shining. We saw the world, and I said something about you being on center stage or receiving praise, receiving accolades. You got a huge following. If you're on social media, your following is growing. Like, people see you, Taurus, okay? It says, the presence of the butterfly in your reading may indicate a choice or a transformation after a period of soul searching and the rebirth of the soul with new purpose, form, and meaning. Remember what I just said about the sun? And I said there was something about a reinvigoration. Somebody here, you've been seeking comfort, or you've been comforting yourself after the loss of someone. Now, I don't know if this is someone that transitioned. If it is, my condolences to you, Taurus. Or if this is just somebody that you love that's gone because y'all broke up. I don't know. But anyway, this is a sign of energy. It's really a sign of energy. Because if you ever watched a butterfly, they be flying all erratic. They be all over the place. Like, I be wondering sometimes, like, where you going? Do you know where you going? Wow, why not just channel a song, Diana Ross? I don't know what the name of the song is, but she be like, do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life has shown to you? I don't know where that song came from, but it just came to me, okay? So go with it, because I get music. I get songs in my head. All right, why is sacred here? What does Taurus need to know about this starfish energy? You the star. You the star, Taurus. There's something about you shining. Your level of attractiveness has risen. You're attracting things that you've manifested towards you. Something going on here. And I feel like you've been doing the work. You've been doing this soul work. It says this card represents the sacred geometry and symmetry of nature. All right. This card tells you to look for the sacred in the mundane and the supernatural in the natural. When this card comes into a reading, it is a reminder that we are all unified, similar and akin to one another. It is a symbol of our connection to each other as well as to the divine. This card might be asking you to rise above a situation or seek enlightenment. Yeah, I feel that's what you did. That's what you did, because you were healing. We do have this heal energy here. And we got kindness. Let me see. Let me find out. First of all, since it went straight to the page, let's look at this kindness energy. The card represents kindness and understanding. The deer is often associated with the innocence and purity in Christian mythology. The deer's kindness is selfless and compassionate. It is a sweet kindness and friendship fueled by unconditional generosity. This card heralds positive social interactions and new friendships. It also urges openness to charity and the kindness of other people. The innocence and purity of the deer card asks you to enter into a relationship, decision, or experience with a light and open heart, as if unburdened by hurt. It urges you not to filter this experience through past pain or trauma and treat the situation as fresh. Be kind to yourself and others and allow this fresh beginning into your life. So remember how I was saying it's also associated with Virgo energy. You could be dealing with a Virgo. You got Virgo in your chart. You don't have to even have nothing to do with a Virgo. But remember how I was saying, it just seems like you could be in a new relationship. Ace of Cups, a new journey in love for somebody. It ain't gonna be for every Taurus, but I just feel like something about this new love is like too good to be true. With this 9 of Cups energy, a wish fulfillment, a dream come true. Taurus, you could be like, oh my God, this person is amazing. Well, Spirit is telling you to make sure that you don't bring your past into this new relationship. Something like that. You've healed, okay? I feel like this next journey has something to do with this horse energy, trust. We will be going into the year of the horse next year in 2026. So I don't know, that could be significant. Maybe you're meeting somebody here who was born in the year of the horse. Maybe you were born in the year of the horse. I don't know. But Taurus, I actually really like this energy for you because it just feels like life is opening back up. I feel like you feel like a brand new being. You got new hope about life. I feel like there's a Taurus here. You hungry. You ready to start doing something. But I just feel like there was a period, and I hate to keep bringing it up because the past is in the past, but there was a period where there was a Taurus here. You was struggling. You struggling a little bit, you know what I'm saying, with your emotions and trying to heal, and you could have been going through a dark night of the soul. You was on a journey. You was on a journey, boo, okay? But look at you. Look at how you coming out of this journey. I love it. I don't even know if I want to pull from this deck, but since I got it in my hand, you're blessed. Come through. And look, it's a number 22. What I tell you about them twos? Okay. Yeah, you had to face your fears. I don't want to use this deck. But, yeah, you getting in alignment with your destiny and your purpose. You got luck and favor on your side. You could be dealing with a whole lot of loose change. You could be making a decision to put your loose change away. You got a container full of loose change. You're somebody, you collect a lot of loose change. Anyway, Taurus, clear and concise message. Look at the elevation in love, self-love. So you've been elevating when it comes to self-love, right? Your worth and your value. Because remember, when we started this reading, I saw a Taurus here. That department of your life needed your attention. with the Empress in the reverse, I just feel like you were sleeping on yourself. Either that or you just was really not feeling like yourself, okay? But I feel like there's an ascension in love. You are sacred. Thank you, Spirit. I just looked at this sacred energy again. And it's just like you had to be reminded, because you got this angelic energy coming out here. You just had to be reminded of how sacred you are. Yeah, you could be seeing a lot of angel numbers. A lot of angel numbers lately, Taurus. Well, just know that these angel numbers are being shown to you for a reason. Okay, they're not a coincidence. You are seeing what you're seeing for a reason. It's to let you know that, yeah, you in alignment. You on the right track. Keep going. Keep going in the direction you're going in. The whole burnt your cars just came out. Okay, so first of all, we got endings. You got endings. Then you got an ascension in love, Taurus. Then you got surrender. So it is so giving Dark Night of the Soul. I feel like you have really been doing a lot to purge and let go of the past. Yeah, because we was talking about that earlier. We were saying something about the past has been toxic. You know. You have to let go of some things from your past because it's weighing you down. Look, we got action. And I know this sunflower energy has something to do with life renewing itself. Bottom of the deck, there was a relationship. Or this could just be family. This could be any relationship. Okay, Taurus. But I feel like that was... Why am I hearing that song? Okay, so now I'm hearing Carrie Hilson. Sometimes love comes around and it knocks you down. Just get back up when it knocks you down. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but I am. Taurus, you be telling me that there was a relationship of some sort that had you tied up. Yeah, duh. Didn't we have attachment? We did. We did. So, I mean, hey, it happens to the best of us, right? But what I love about this reading is the transformation. That's what I love. So irregardless of what you went through, you're here, okay? Or if you have not gotten here, you're on your way here. Let go. Let go, surrender, and love yourself, all right? Take action. So what else did I want to pull for you guys? What else for Taurus, Spirit? Let's see. Yeah, let's pull from this deck. I really like this energy for you. Clear and concise message for Taurus. I see time to move on. It's represented by the number 36. Ooh. It says every step counts, and it's represented by the number 22. Listen, how many of y'all, comment below. Let me know how many of y'all been seeing 222, 2222, 2222. Because there's something about you getting in alignment, Taurus. Spirit has been trying to get you focused. Get you focused, because something tells me something was going in the wrong direction, or somebody was weighing you down, or all of the above. Clear and concise message for Taurus. So let's get an oracle message from here, and then I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for joining me, Taurus. I hope this message is bringing you clarity and confirmation to let you know that you are on the right track. And I personally am proud of you, because I know this was not easy. I know the journey of the caterpillar cannot be easy. 3333 on the clock, on my little timer. Whatever this process was, I know this was not easy. Okay, so kudos to you for doing what you had to do. Even though, I don't know, maybe you didn't have no choice. Taurus maybe not had no choice. Yeah, you had to. It was time. Yeah, I just get that there's something about divine timing was at play. Okay. All right, so connect with nature wanted to come out. I can dig it. I can dig it. Listen. And then look, claim your energy. That better not be a 2. That's a 2. Taurus, do you... Hold on. Do you see that number 2 right there? Listen. Baby, you are so in alignment. Or you're supposed to be getting there. You will get there. That ain't the book I'm looking for. This is actually the cover of the book. That's so cool. So it says Connect with Nature. This is the Wild Muse Oracle deck. You can get this on Amazon. But why did the Wild Muse Oracle say that Taurus needed to connect with nature, which makes sense to me because you guys are earth signs. Anyway, it says pull out your calendar and commit a day or an afternoon of spending time in nature. As human beings, we have to remind ourselves that our body wasn't designed for the fast-paced world we created and currently live in. We are, in fact, connected to nature most intimately and wonderfully. Coexisting and truly connecting are two different things. Take a moment to recognize whether you have been creating a relationship with nature or if you have been purely coexisting. Healing. When we fail to connect with nature regularly, we can become stressed, nervous, and anxious. Making time for long walks, hikes, and other activities in nature is an essential part of your existence if you want to feel grounded and balanced. And balance was all over this reading. Right? And we saw temperance. Make time for long. I already read that part. Now is the perfect moment to make spending an increased amount of time in nature a priority. You won't regret it. I feel like you won't either because, like I said, Taurus, you are an earth sign. You're actually the founder of the earth signs. Being a fixed element of earth, that means you guys are the builders of the foundation of what it was meant to be, a earth sign. So it makes sense that you guys would need to ground your energy and get back out in nature. And the weather is perfect. Let's get there. I don't know if you like me though. You got allergies. You might want to make sure you get your allergies under control. But Spirit is saying getting back out in nature will help. You will not regret it. So Taurus, that is the message. That is what I have for you, loves. I hope this message made sense. I hope this message brought you clarity and confirmation because that was my intention. Again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Hit that notification bell. Also, Taurus, I do offer personal readings. If anyone is interested in a personal reading, you can go to my website, vibenationtarot.com. You can also find that information in the description box below. But with that being said, Taurus, y'all take care. Be safe, love. Peace.